Hello, this is Ninja Eskimo coming back with Operation Expanding Horizons. This is going to be turn 7 for the Third Reich, starting us off in July of 39, turn 7. I have already rolled for tech on Discord. We rolled 3 misses, 2 hits. So these ones with the black highlight, or this German steel gray kind of thing, are the ones that we rolled for. We only succeeded on improved construction and advanced submarines. But those are great things to have going for us. There is a building spree upon us in the Third Reich. Last turn, I forgot to collect the Vichy income, and so that was done in housekeeping, as well as the roll for recruitment for Vichy, which succeeded. The 2 from Vichy last turn are just going to be picked up by the Germans. And I can get rid of this, and I can get rid of that. Spending 70 out of 70, we're purchasing several things. We've got the free Arabian Legion, which costs 2, which is why it's on a supply marker there. This can be built if Tunisia is controlled by Germany or Italy, and it is by Italy, so it shall be there. We will be creating 2 German-aligned Iraqi militia in Iraqi militia rather, and sending 1 supply token over there to upgrade an existing Iraqi militia to an Iraqi infantry division. We are sending the Regia Aeronautica, a medium bomber. We are helping Vichy complete its heavy cruiser on the build chart. And we are buying cavalry on our last turn, capable of buying cavalry. A couple artillery pieces, and we're golden with a few militia to sprinkle things in. But 70 for 70 is what we're doing. Now, Laker and I have come to terms, and we have agreed that the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact shall commence. And we can flip that over. Where is that for the Germans? I don't see it. Alright, well, it signed over on their side, and that's the important bit. I can just copy that, I guess. I am sorry, Silk. I was unable to figure out a way, aside from painstakingly changing all of this green to red, to change the green to red. So, unless I can figure out a different way in some other time, and then improve these, you're going to have to stick with the capitalist green for now. Think of it more as the money that you're bleeding from capitalist society by agreeing to various treaties and truces. All right, maybe that'll help. Given that we have now signed the MRP, I do not believe that these become German-controlled in the moment, and if so, I should double check. This is really unfortunate, but I mean, we also just don't care about that. We're aware that they get to annex things. That's awesome. I don't think that they instantly become. Yeah. Alright. Yes. But we are continuing an assault, so I've got some things marked out here, and if by some chance I have failed to foresee something, then bear with me as I change it. We're moving into here. We're moving motorized into here. Moving infantry into here. This one goes 1, 2, in case that's not clear. And I believe it's 1 from here come in as well. It may actually just be this mountain. It might have just been the mountain. Yeah, we're just gonna send the mountain. And so then we'll send the anti-aircraft gun too. He's fine. So we've got an attack force here. Actually, this anti-aircraft gun, if I remember, was supposed to be a casualty when I failed to roll for the defenders of Warsaw. So this is supposedly, yeah, it's supposed to be dead. Okay, it is what it is. The 97th is marching into Lubelski. We've got some air kills that we hope to achieve there. The Strat Bomber is going 1, 2, 3, dropping off its dude in an attack, and then retreating. Well, during the process, he's going 4, 5. And wouldn't you know, there's an airborne for him to take there. Alright. This is a non-combat move. So non-combat. We've got the 86th going 1, 2 into Switzerland. Just, reasons. We've got German cavalry that was gifted to us by the Italians walking or galloping through Austria on its way to Western Yugoslavia, which we will now place like so. Because we've got some light armor. And a tactical. And we've got a fighter, which will fly over 1, 2. Alright. And yes, this boy, he will continue raiding right where he is, even though there's now a stupid American defender there. We've got this boy who's going 1, 2, 3 to begin raiding at the Cape of Good Hope. We got that boy over here who's continuing to raid right where he is. Let's see, we are walking this German-aligned Iraqi infantry into Azerbaijan, declaring war, and that is strange. Iranian infantry is there. Huh. It causes the perhaps I was Insufficient. Oh. Well, that'll be fun. Basically, they are now British troops, and while it's sad that there are now British troops in southern Iran, what is more happy is that they are not getting their bonus for having all of Persia left open to them. So, comment in the section below if you think that this is rather funny that I'm reloading during the middle of a recording. But we're just going back in time just a little bit. All will be well, and all will be well, and all manner of things will be well. And if you get that reference, that's awesome. Okay. So, let's see here. Oh, well, it's just sad. It's fine. I'm uncertain why these are locked the way that they are, but basically it's just troops. 2 of those. And a militia. And I should maybe... There we go. Maybe add that those things happen there. Okay. That is strange. All that color. Interesting. Something happened, and maybe I'll fix that after the recording. It'll be fine. That happens there. Vichy France is sending an artillery unit to take northern Algeria because it has nothing here. I suppose there should be a differentiation here. That would be insane, but sure, there should be a differentiation here. There's a port from which a destroyer and a torpedo boat destroyer can sally forth to defend against amphibious assaults. So, given that there are no defending forces in these amphibious assaults, I don't need bombardment, and the Dunkirk and the Vichy French destroyer Bougainville will be the screening force necessary for all amphibious assaults. They will just screen in case there is a desire to sally forth with Free French units to fight a battleship and destroyer with a destroyer and a TBD. Please let me know, Von Dox, but I doubt it. In conjunction with that, I suppose, because, you know, there's craziness, this fighter will also show up there to be part of the screening force. And then this transport unloads. And the transport grabs Vichy French. This Foreign Legion, of course, was recruited at the end of last turn for Vichy France and Germany. He reminds me a lot of Captain Louis Renault from the movie Casablanca, and so I decided to add Casablanca here and make this guy our guy to take it over. So yay for Vichy French. Let's see. I believe those are all the attacks. The 86th is getting in, the 91st is getting in. Oh, hey, here we go. All the rest of these that are slated for victory will go to Eastern Yugoslavia and take them out from that direction. Alright, I don't think we've got anything else, so let's start with our rating. Up here, where we've got Germany and Commonwealth, a +1 for each, I believe. That should equal nothing hit, but I can double check that. There we go, convoy escorts. Keep looking, I guess. Here we go, convoy rating. +1 for the coastal submarine. +1 for escorting ship. Alright, so it is a draw, as I believed. Let's go down to the Cape of Good Hope and repeat. This time we've got a 4 to a 1, so that is 3 damage, and we'll take all of that on this West Africa line, I guess. We could help some more over there, but that's fine. We gotta leave the Japanese subs something to sink on that side of the continent. Then we've got one last rating occurring over here. Same thing. It's a 0. Alright. And that one is good. We've moved those. We've dropped airborne. Moved these, and that, and that, and that. We've moved things in here. We moved other things. Okay, and other things. And we've moved these as well. Oh, we have one more raid. Here we go. To add to the Italians, success of 2. Let's see what we get. I believe this is a +1 for an aircraft. Yeah, +1 for submarine or coastal submarine aircraft. Okay. So, we'll add an additional 1. So that's a 3 and an additional 1. For those lines. So 4 total off of. So knock them down from 30 to 20 over the course of a couple turns. That's not bad. That's not bad. Ideally, we could get them further down, but you can't always succeed in all the things that you do. All right, and over here, I guess we've successfully grabbed Azerbaijan. I believe this supply was going here and was not being interdicted. The same with this Lend-Lease submarine. So, yeah, because that supply, I believe, is helping the Americans in the Philippines out just a tad. I forgot to mention, Madman Dan rolled a 12 on this chart. Japan did 1d6 damage to a Soviet facility in a land zone which borders a Japanese-possessed land zone. They are not at war, so they don't get those bonus units. However, 5 was rolled by Mafui, and this minor shipyard has been max damaged, I believe, at 5. Sorry, I forgot to mention that at the start. But we will continue. And let's start with north and hit our way south. So here we have an airborne and 2 fighters at 4. This is airborne at 3. Rolling against the guy at 2. We can make some rolls somewhere, wherever there are dice. Here's some dice. Alright, so let's say we've got 2 4s and a 3 versus a singular 2. And that's super, super painful again. Alright. Wow. Okay, so that's 3 for 3 that this man has hit on all those things. Wow, golly. We fail once more to take Lithuania. This time, the militia is dead. These fighters are not grabbing anything because nothing can be grabbed. And that is rather sad. Let's go to the 91st. It is 2 militia facing off against 4 infantry and 2 artillery. So there will be 3 3s. Because I don't think anything is crossed there. No. 3 3s and 2 2s versus 2 2s. Because the MRP is signed, we're looking great. Nothing for either side. 1 3. And nothing, so we move to just 1. We'll use the yellow then. A singular hit, and another one. So we've succeeded. Lubelski is under German control. The 91st is a brave, brave Slovakian. He bravely, bravely died. bravely died, did he? Oh, brave Slovakian. Let's go to East Poland. We've got medium armor, motorized infantry, regular infantry, and a mountain infantry versus a militia and an infantry. I believe the medium armor is a 6. Believe it's a 5. Okay. Okay. 5 is good. So one of these, we got 3 2s for... there we go. That's why it's a 6 in my head. Alright. Motorized infantry and those other infantry. And in defense, we've got a 2 and a 4. I'll just double check before I start rolling. Yes, it's 3 2s and a 6 versus a 2 and a 4. No rivers. No rivers. No nothing. Alright, that's a 9 is a complete miss. Complete misses, miss, and a miss. So, in effort for us to just do this a little more simply, the dark blue will be the 2 for the defender. So this is our 4 and 2 on defense. They hit twice, which is wow. Okay, good for them. We hit 3 times, so we shall win. It'll just be painful, is all. Goodbye, German mounted infantry. You have served your state well. Alright. Then we've got Switzerland, which will be 3 Swiss mountain infantry and 1 Swiss militia against the 86th. The 86th has got 6 self-propelled artilleries that will hit at 2s and 4 medium armors that will hit at 5. So we'll have 3 mountain, 1 militia versus six 2s and 4 5s. Let's roll these first. 2 hits, so these 2 don't do squat. That's a good reason to roll those first, as first strikes go. Nothing for anybody else, so we continue. Alright, those are the 2 deaths we were looking for, and it's a 3rd, and it's 1 in response. So we will take 1 off. And Switzerland falls. No, don't want that. Okay. Now we've got a cavalry, Bohemian light armor, and German light armor with a Romanian fighter and a Slovakian tactical bomber versus some Yugoslavian defenders. Why don't we bring this over? That's fine. fine. We will grab the 7, a 4, and 3 2s. 7 a 4 and 3 2s. Yep. Versus 2 4s and 2 2s. We'll have the blues as 2s. No first strikes. Alright. Complete miss for the Germans. We've got miss on the blues, 1 hit on the 4. So let's take off a... Yeah, let's take off a German light tank, I guess. We press on. Target select, hit on the tactical bomber. And misses. Compared to 3 hits. Oh my gosh. That is not good. We'll take out a Yugoslav infantry. Just super not good. I guess the Romanian fighter died early. Oh gosh. I don't want to lose any of these units. Golly, that's painful. They want to send the DAC later, which is like tantamount to just folly, so I guess I'm gonna have to suffer on sending the DAC a turn late or something, but 3 hits is devastating. That did not go Germany's way. Now we're gonna do it like this, I guess. We will retreat here from where they came. From where those tanks came. This is folly. This is utter madness, but we're doing it. Alright. Oh gosh. Alright. These will now be British units, so I'll mark those as such. Let's see if Eastern Yugoslavia is any better. We got 4 1s and a 2 versus a 4 and 2 2s. This could just be devastatingly stupid. That could be just devastatingly stupid. 4 1s and a 2. Versus a 4 and 2 2s. 4 and 2 2s, 4 1s and a 2. We got 1. They got 1. Probably taking off the militia for them. Nothing and nothing. Success and misses. So that worked out somehow when the others did not. Alright. Well, they certainly defended well. This Yugoslav torpedo boat destroyer will be around. Ouch. Okay. Well, Germany has had a couple defeats that they didn't want to have, and that's painful. And that's the way of life. So, we move on and put some things down on the board. Non-combats. Gonna move, not that. Gonna move those there. He was prepping to do things over there. However, now he'll just move to Tripoli. No, he'll move 1, 2, 3. He'll join the Italian transport and harbor there. Excuse me. Move Move him to Normandy. We'll just rail him there. These planes are no longer alive, so whee. These planes are alive. And 1, 2, you can go 3. That's unnecessary. 2, 3. Kriegsmarine shall move out. Don't believe I have any more mapped moves. So, this. Vichy France shall land its fighter back in Vichy. We're not in port with any of these. I think our German seaplane can stay right where he is. He's been a good boy. Yes. One of the things about moving into here after we've signed the MRP and after the turn after I've taken Warsaw is that these do not trigger sphere of influence rolls. But Laker has been gracious enough to go along with that. That should be that, and it is now time to place some units and collect some income. So German units away, German buy away. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 1 artillery that shows up here. Because despite this being hit, we can trace a supply line through here. You've got this artillery that will show up in Warsaw. You've got 1 cav that'll show up in Bohemia. 1 that'll show up in Eastern Germany. 5 that will show up in Western Germany. I'll start utilizing the 18th once again. This is the time of the turn where we get some more countries. Hungarians will join. I believe one of these Romanian infantry was dead, and I forgot to take that one off. Okay. The Free Arabian Legion shows up in Tunisia. Through our supply channel, we're able to trace over here or through here and get via the rivers some supply. We have a German-aligned Iraqi militia and a German-aligned Iraqi militia after this supply turns this German-aligned Iraqi militia into a German-aligned Iraqi infantry. Aha! Take that, Britain. Your oil is no longer safe. Yes. Here. This one can actually just stay here, I believe, because it's the same distance with the airfield. It's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in one of those zones, so yeah. He'll be fine. Totally fine. Vichy France will import, build the Sofrin class heavy cruiser. I believe this gets a roll, and I failed to do that earlier, so he'll get a roll. It should be at a 4. Okay. Missed. Phew. Poor little guy is feeling a little out of his depth. No pun intended. He needs to charge up. Apologies for missing those earlier. And we should be all set with everything Germany. Move it on to Laker with the Comintern, CCP, and then the Soviet Union. We are leaving him on map, in case anyone is wondering. Yeah. And this torpedo boat destroyer is annoying, but not the end of the world. In fact, I don't think we actually need this. I mean, a heavy cruiser is nice as a militia unit, but he doesn't need to be in port, so he's just going to be outside here. Ready for action. That was a terrible loss in Western Yugoslavia. And another terrible loss in Lithuania. We hate that they've killed 3 infantry class units. Alright. Looking around, we're going to pick up some cash. We've got a base 50 plus Sweden is 3, Romania is 3, so that's 56, 58 for southern or northern Iraq. So that's 58. And we will prematurely select our +5 for the MRP being signed. So that should be 63. 58 plus 5 is 63. If that is broken at a point, then that would be rather sad. Oh, haha, I'm about to do the same thing as I did last time. How much does Vichy get now? Vichy gets 4. That should be from 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So we'll grab... What are they able to create? That's just their creation. What are they able to buy is the question, I guess. Because, yeah, if they can buy some more French Foreign Legions, maybe I'd let them keep their stuff. The recruitment roll here, 1 infantry, or Vichy gets a Foreign Legion to place in a land zone is possessed since the beginning of the player turn. So we'll do that recruitment roll. However, I guess they are purchasable. That's not bad. Yeah, that's not bad. However, I think the Germans just want it. They'll take a 4. Let's roll, however, for... Let's use this, I guess. Vichy recruitment. Let's change change the color to be a little more... That is a 2. That's hilarious. That's awesome. Well done, Vichy. That's 2 for 2. Yeah, we gotta give it to him. Vichy French Foreign Legion again. It's just gotta do it. Excellent. Yeah, okay. I think that's it. If I've missed anything, please let me know. But that should be it. We just... I mean, recruitment and picking up money happens at the same time, so technically, if I had wanted, I can recruit and then collect my income. If I truly wanted to be that guy. I think it is hilarious. But Vichy is considered a controlled minor power, so I could just lend-lease them something if they need something. And that'll be a-okay for their purposes. Alright. That'll be it. And thank you for sitting through this long German turn. I'll talk to you later. Catch you guys in the next one.